Peace and world rule one day. Changed, humans became extinct and the earth changed. Into a new world, 1. Cyborg soldiers with beast spirit girls. Go on a journey to discover the mystery behind the new world. This video is a continuation of the story from the previous part. A white light enveloped the earth. Human civilization is extinct, humans are rising, and into two groups, namely cyborgs. And in spirit, a cyborg named Hei. Tongxi then met two beasts. Spirit on the way to arrive. Finally they agreed to do it. Journey to the beast spirit gate after. So they went to the village of Valley of the Wind. And got into an argument with the captain. The village guard is named Kingsway. After their fight was stopped by the tribal chief there, Tongxi was invited. Enter the village inside Tongxi village. When asked around, Grandpa Yin said village. Wind Valley is a close region. With the cyborg area, this village is order. The population here is a beast spirit and we have mighty warriors to protect the village. So cyborgs from outside don't dare approaching this village, the villagers. Everyone was surprised to see the Tongxi this. The first time they met cyborgs, they approached the Tongxi and gave many gifts. Grandfather Yin, these vegetables. My own crops, this is for you. Tongxi was annoyed to see him. Me. If you don't like vegetables, just take them away, kid. Then cried. Kingsway said, you? Very different from your baby, sir. It is rumored that your baby, sir, is friendly and kind people, but I see you're not like a good person, your identity. Doubt I'll be watching you, so don't do anything like that. In your heart it's a stick. Said the people here are very enthusiastic. They thought I was your baby. What? Actually, what has been done by your baby? Tongxi put her arms around him and said, then you have to be careful because I probably have rotten thoughts. They then arrived at the door. Grandfather Yin said there was someone who had waiting for you, master, your baby. For a moment Tongxi dreamed again about your baby. You can see Tongxi embracing your baby. Those who have fallen, take this mask with you. And met someone named Puan Yen. He will tell you what you have to do it. Tongxi is confused. Wait a minute, explain to me first what you will do. My mission is kill you. Why did you tell me all this? Why should I do it for you? Hey, wake up. Tongxi wake up from in his sleep. Aya woke up and was surrounded beast spirits. An elder was seen with the body of half an elephant. He is a pharmacist from Wind Valley village named Puan Yen. He said, we are beasts. Spirits have been oppressed by cyborgs centuries, but Lord, your baby, although he's a cyborg, he keeps helping us even more than half beasts. The spirit that is here, save it from slavery. Because of that information God gave your baby, but because, sir, the baby always hides himself, we don't know. Apparently only Minson ones direct contact. I'm sorry, but please prove it. Your identity if you were your baby. Suddenly all the beast spirits panicked. Looked up at him, sweat buckets. Cold. Gio then said, I have hear that you have strength, which is very unique among cyborgs. The so-called magnetic force here. It was a Tongxi of relief. He smiled. Strength. Only your baby has magnets. That ability, it's easy. The sword forged by your baby, so it will be easy. He said, everyone look carefully. I will pick up metal objects in this room. Tongxi took out his sword instantly. The sword vibrated. One thing. The metal reacts and is attracted, but alas, the object landed right on his face. Tongxi fell down. Everyone was surprised to see that. On the other side are two gate guards. Seen on duty, someone said. A mask that has been missing for 100. You're actually discovered, it seems. We beast spirits will start a new era. You're right, I think the day won't be. After a while, suddenly they saw a wisp of smoke from afar, realized something came. Suddenly he was shocked. Tell everyone to get ready to fight. It's Lion's gang. Mountains. Meanwhile in Mrs. Yan's room, Tongxi looks embarrassed. Puan Yen says, me don't doubt you, thank you, because has helped us solve it. Our first important stage now. According to the instructions of our ancestors, only device in the Valley of the Wind Temple that could read the message inside the mask it contains. A mission of our race for thousands. Hearing that, Tongxi was surprised what this was. Just kidding, your baby is risking his life just to send a message in a mask. This. Gio then said, okay, I will go to the temple to read the message in a mask. I will be accompanied by King Shui, and your baby should not exist. Problem. In the middle of a sudden conversation, someone comes in. It's bad. The enemy attacks their mountain lion group. launched a full attack. They panicked. Grandpa Yin said, tell the farmers in outside to rush back and close the gate. King Sui, you call para soldier and prepare yourself for war. Suddenly Jiao evacuate the parents and children, protect them. Hitongshi, who heard that, smiled. So those are all fools. He stood up and arranged everything. Don't panic, they are all just my kids. Can handle them all by myself. The Tongsi came out, but unlucky again. The battery ran out and his body went limp. Fell down helplessly. King Sui came. Why are you actually who you really are? Who is just a kid? All the fighters in the Valley of the Wind Village started to move. They took out weapons. There war. King Sui gave command. On guard in the north area, number. There are hundreds of them carrying all weapons. Archers climbed to the top of the walls and reinforced them. Gate, they started moving to guard. Village gate from outside the gate. Cyborg says, are you sure, Cyborg? The black armor is here, the Cyborg. After all, the Tongsi was there, he answered. That's right, boss. He headed towards the village that he was in. Also save the hybrid that we are. Catch, what did you say him? Saving the hybrids, definitely him. Have a reason if you let it go, business. Our slave trade will be in chaos. Okay, then it's time to war. He is the leader of the gang. Lion Mountain slave trade named Sasang. Sasang looks like he's carrying one Cyborg dog and followed by hundreds of troops. Cyborg behind him. Attack them now, catch them and make a slave. Cyborg troops begin to attack troops. The archer started to move and let go. The bows, the attack, stopped the movements of the cyborgs. One big rhino from the cyborg army ran and immediately charged at the gate. The troops, the beast spirit from within, tried. Defend the gate, this is our bad. Must keep holding this gate as long as what we can in the midst of difficult situations. King Shui started to move. He jumped. I can't just sit back and watch me. About to finish them off, he landed and said, someone set the course. The battle will be the leader if still the strongest from here, he would say. That piece of metal over there is the key. Kill the leader with. He quickly ran after the Sasang. One. A sudden attack launched by the body. King Shui was kicked by a cyborg. His body was blown away by King Shui successfully. Landed. The cyborg said, attack. Like that, you're dealing with people. Wrong, he is one. A group of fighters from Lion Mountain. Named Fathio. Hey hybrid, looks like my power will be. Play with you for a moment, King Shui. Get up and take back what you said, sir. Looking for trouble with the wrong people. Is you. Meanwhile, the rhino is in front. The gate keeps ramming. Damn, it doesn't last long. Else the gate will be destroyed. Hey Sunju. What should we do, Sunju? Answered, okay, I'll slide without thinking long. He jumped and directly hit the rhino, which continued. Attack. On the other hand, King Shui continues. Fight. Peisha jumped up and was ready. Kicking, feel this vibrating spring. One kick is delivered. King Shui, reflexively ducking and dodging, he rests on one hand and directly delivers one slash. Peisha attacks. Turned around and kicked King Shui's back. His body was blown away. Was that all? Your abilities? I'm starting to get bored. King Shui teased, was that you talking earlier? Peisha suddenly got annoyed. Hybrid trash. How dare you look down on me, D-player? His back then turns, gears. He prepared to jump. He quickly advanced. King Shui received a hard kick. His body was blown away again. Are you surprised? My strength will be doubled. With that, the difference between cyborg and hybrid is very far away. Even if you has animal abilities on, in the end you will be limited by a weak body. He jumped again and was ready to kick. One kick was launched. King Shui succeeded. Peisha dodged his reflexes quickly. He kicked King Shui's body. King Shui started. Being cornered is really sad. Give up. Course, we will make you become high-value fighter in the slave area. Hand over the cyborgs who kill too. Our troops. King Shui rose. He replied, are you talking about cyborg wearing black clothes? What a coincidence. Neither do I like it. I'll hand it over, but step over my corpse first. The story moves into the village in place. Evacuation. Grandfather Yen said to Jiao, your baby have found the lost mask, Appa. Maybe the cyborgs came here because this mask is the key to eliminating oppression. Cyborgs against us, we must not lost that mask. In his heart, Jiao said, Brother Minson has been working hard. So far, we can't hand over Into anyone's hands, Grandfather Yen said as, Chief, here I will too. Fight, it's time to show who's who. The real boss. Wania answered, it turns out you still are. Like before, tell Master your baby. We should be able to get through this period safely, right? With Tongxi, damn, I forgot what it was. He's fine, looks like he's still on. Collapsed because the battery ran out. The war continues with cyborg troops. Can't enter the village, Para. The beast spirits are starting to be able to defeat the beasts. Cyborg, Sunja can finally do it. Overthrew the rhino. On the other hand, the fierce fighting continues. Took place between Kingsway and Feisha. Kingsway cornered with one kick. Hard launched, Peisho ran, he. Tell me, don't you think it's strange? The cyborg is willing to help hybrid. Do you know what his real motives are? You think different races can understand each other, one blow. Detained Kingsway. Kingsway replied, you. Wrong, I don't want to know about his motives, personality, or past. I just don't want to give it up to you. From afar, the leader of Lion Mountain. See the fight that is not benefit his troops could not afford. Against, he asked the cyborg who. Defeated by Tongxi, you said deeply. Population in recent years. This village has become a weak hybrid. Are you giving me that information? Wrong, how dare you lie, he then. Took off his dog flap and instantly transformed into a large cyborg. With sharp teeth and ready to pounce. Cyborg the dog is a former leader. Lion Mountain, the older brother of Sosang named. Besides, his body has become a cyborg. Who have lost their minds, enjoy your food. The cyborg brother then destroys another babe. Not long after, a cyborg approached him. Boss, as you planned, when? Our troops attracted the attention of the hybrids in main gate. I infiltrated towards behind and managed to sow hundreds bombs in every corner of the village. He is one of Lion's cyborg fighters. Mountain named Griphook, someone. While holding the bomb said, good job. The first party is ready now. Time to put our plan into action. One bomb is enough to level it. The whole village, it would be impossible for them. Get rid of all these bombs with time. Short one. Sosang then shouted, hey hybrids. Listen to me and stop resisting. Now, all of you quickly get out of village and become the slaves we will be. Sell it on the market, I will guarantee your safety. If you refuse, I will turn this village into dust with the bombs that I have scattered. On the other hand, Hitongshi, who fell down because it ran out of battery, it opened its eyes and saw the bomb before his eyes. Aware of this dangerous situation, Kingshui, emotional and ready to attack, you bastard. Piece of metal, it moves to attack. Sosang, suddenly his movement stopped. He saw a cyborg holding a trigger. Bombs, Kingshui turned to attack him. 1. The attack was launched, hitting the body. Kingshui, I told you your enemy is me. Peisho came stepping on his head. Kingshui, not yet defeated, he got up and leaned on. In one hand, Peisho faltered. Kingshui, ready to attack. One more attack suddenly came. Kingshui's body was pinched. Another cyborg comes to attack, his body thrown. Kingshui floated. Another cyborg. Come jump and give a blow. Kingshui hard body, they are 3. Lion Mountain's strong fighter already. Lying down. Before long a sound was heard. That was enough. Stop all this. Peisha shouted. He approached. Gang of cyborgs, I'm the village chief. Valley of the Winds as a representative of Para. Hybrid, I'm willing to pay, I will. Giving you guys 70% of the village's yield, I know. You're a businessman now. Any advantage if we continue? Fight, Grandfather Yen, who is standing in. Sosang was immediately shot in front of him. Suddenly, the spirit beasts panicked. What are you? Said, you better consider it. My offer before that bomb. Explode in a few minutes you will. Turn to dust without the bomb realizing it. It has spread throughout the village and has disappeared. Then he went out of the village and shouted, wait. That I is your slave, I am more precious of all that is in the village. If you choose to blow up this village, I will. Sure you won't get anything. I am a member of the Egi. Saozan was suddenly shocked to hear what it was. You lied for centuries. Although our cyborg strength is much more stronger than hybrids, there's a reason why. The superpowers of the dreaded Egi. Centuries ago, the cyborgs launched 3 large-scale invasions, attacking the hybrids and us always. Lost because the Egi members had extraordinary power. There's no one, even people in the Cybox world don't know the Egi, but I. Doubting you, Song then arrested Jio. Aren't you one of the Eggy? You should have killed us too. As easy as scratching your back, Gio says, that's enough, stop it all. It begins to move, grow. Suddenly his hand took out a plant and immediately wrapped around Sosang's hand. Gio saw Cyborg holding a trigger. 1. His movement releases the trigger. Held, the cyborg panicked, hey, if that destroyed, then we can't stop. The explosion, realizing it was Gio straight away. Catch it, King Shui moves, throw to. Here, Miss Gio throws it, but it cuts. Cyborg immediately disconnected that trigger. That trigger fell to the ground. Another cyborg immediately. Kick it, boss, catch this, trigger that. Floating above the sun. I caught it, apparently the Tongsi came. Caught the trigger, the beast spirits. I'm very happy, sir, your baby was very happy. Tense, surprisingly, Tongsi instead gave the trigger to Sosang. This is a gift for you, said the beasts. The spirit who saw it was shocked. Master, your baby, what are you doing? King Sui angry, damn bastard, I will kill you, you're a cyborg. Dressed in black who kills children. My fruit, isn't it? Did you give me this so I can let you go, Tongsi? Answered, it was just a coincidence because of me. Also a businessman, if that's the price. Accordingly, I will help you catch all hybrids here, food and equipment. I know everything, I will give you all the information, just give it. Half the battery of your troops, that is. Already discounted price, Tongsi will be. Provide the trigger. Sosang was about to take it, but Tongsi doesn't give those triggers. Just kidding, stupid people there. Relieved, thank goodness it was just a hoax, it turns out. Your baby master is on our side without. Understand the situation, Tongsi said, sure. It would be fun to blow this up. He was all ready to press the trigger, suddenly. Those who saw this suddenly panicked. Thank you for those of you who have done it. Don't watch this video until the end. Forget to write your opinion in the column. Comment, sorry if there is an admin error. Goodbye and see you in the video. Next.